Welcome to Motivational Monday.
What's going on? It's Motivational Monday. Blind Titan. It's your boy Drake Charles. Everybody introduce yourself.
It's Blind Justice.
This is Bill 76ers fans.
I like that. What's poppin'? It's yourself, Blind.
AKA
Blind. Thank you for the assist, Bill.
Yo, it's your boy Irv.
What brings us out of the funk? You know what I'm saying? Like, what lifts our spirits?
Yeah.
I know what lifts my spirits, but I'm gonna let everybody else talk about this.
You said what?
I said I know what lifts my spirits. So what lifts your spirits, Dominic?
Okay, sure. You know I'm always ready to talk. Hey, Irv, turn your fan off.
Got you.
Anyway, so you asked me what lifts my spirit, right? Right. So I know for me, and the fellas know this the best about me. When I tell you music is really my coping mechanism for a lot of things. I feel like music in itself invokes a lot of different emotions and feelings that sometimes it's hard to explain or hard to go through by just talking and stuff like that. So I typically, I have a really vast music library. These guys will tell you, I think I have like 150 something playlists. And the majority of them are separated in categories of like music that caters to a certain feeling or mood or a certain time or period in my life. So to me, it's nothing like having a song where the songwriter or the artist literally feels like they're talking from a perspective that you may be feeling or what you may be going through. So music is definitely my coping mechanism.
So I'm much like Dom, but while his advice is music and loving music, I love music. I love movies. So I have databases of hundreds of movies, and so I've seen a lot of movies, and I can always relate myself in some way to a certain movie. But the one movie that I relate my life to was a movie called Cinderella Man, where it portrays Russell Crowe, Renee Zellweger, that guy, Paul Giamatti. I mean, it's just a great movie. It shows about a young father, which I was at the time, how the struggle was real and it was hard. And this was before my disability, just the struggle of being a young parent, trying to make it in the world, and then having the stick-to-itiveness or the perseverance to see through his problems and trials and come out on top and then give it back. It's just a great movie. And if you get a chance to see it, it's called Cinderella Man. It truly is inspirational.
Okay. That's what's up.
Well, I'm like Don. When I feel like that funk, I either go to my music or I go to TikTok. I ain't gonna hold you. TikTok gonna bring me out of it. So that's what I basically do to get me out of my funk.
Can I jump in real quick, Christian?
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't like I had swore to myself that I was never going to get on TikTok, and my mom brought it to me. She was like, "Look," she said, "There's been plenty of times where I've literally like was on the brink of crying, finna break down from work and this and that." And she was like, "Literally, all I do is get on TikTok and scroll." She was like, "I dare you get on TikTok and not find something to let you laugh in about 30 seconds." She was like, "It always lifts up her spirits." And so it's funny that you said TikTok.
Hey, matter of fact, my auntie is another thing, because I'm talking about when I was in my funk one time about, when I was in
like sports is like really what hits home to me, because when I lost my sight, that's all I had. That was all I had was sports to listen to around that time. So sports really takes me away from the world. It takes me away from just anything. Like I know we all come out of it eventually. We sober up and come back down to reality. But when we come back down to reality, at least we feel better about it. At least we have enough strength to move on and know that, hey, look, if I made it through this day, I know I'm going to get through tomorrow and eventually make it through a whole year. So sports is definitely one of those things that that brings me out of it. All types of sports.
So, hearing y'all answers, right? Y'all just made me remember something. So, I love music. I like movies to make me laugh also. But when I get upset and stuff, I need to clean. Like,
There you go.
and like when I'm pissed the most, boy, I clean so good. Oh man, like it just like, cause my answer was gonna be like music and movies to make me laugh too, even TikTok. But I've been on TikTok and it has disappointed me a couple of times. I'm like, I can't find nothing I want to laugh at. But when I tell you, yo,
the live froze. I don't know if anybody has ever tried this, and I want to alley-oop it to Bill and ask him if he's ever tried doing this. I found that meditation actually helps a lot. And not necessarily from like the aspect of, the whole gong and I'm your whole ring and kill and all of that. Literally, and again, no offense if anybody does that, but a lady once taught me that I think a lot of people feel like it's supposed to be like this whole Zen Buddha thing, but she was like, a lot of times meditation simply is just sitting down and clearing your mind of all thoughts and just being present in the moment. And so she was like, you'd be surprised the way that when you let stuff go and let it just flow out, how relaxing it becomes. And so I was like, well, I don't know how to cut all that off. Like my brain and she was like, the best way to do it is, she was like, the more you do it, you'll get more better at it. But she was like, when you're just sitting there, she's like, what she does, she just sits on the floor Indian style, or she'll literally lay on the floor and put her palms down on the floor. And she said she'll just sit there. And whenever she's just sitting there thinking, I got to cook dinner, she said, no, I'll cook dinner later. Right now I'm meditating. And she said the more you do that, the more you get used to just being one in the moment. So I find meditation helps.
And don't forget, I'm gonna say something else that brings me out of my funk. Zach Doyoki.
right. So Dom, when you were saying meditation, I was thinking, bruh, I am an overthinker times 3. Like, I can't help it, bro. Like my mind, I can't. That's why I feel like I need to clean. So I need to be doing something to get my mind off of whatever was on it. Like that's why cleaning. I feel like cleaning is just like how I think Bill told me the other day how washing dishes for him is therapeutic. Cleaning, just period, I feel like it's therapeutic to me also.
Well, I think Dom had a point when he said meditation. The Bible clearly says to meditate on his words, but then sometimes you have to sit there absolutely still and just, let things go. And you might want to try that, because sometimes when you're overthinking and then you're doing something, you don't have that chance to let what you're really thinking about, let that thing go and just, being in the moment, being in yourself. And then once you get out of that moment and get back to normal life, you might be able to handle whatever you was handling a little bit different.
Yeah. And it's funny, Bill, that you say it like that, because that was one of the things that I was going to say was like, and y'all know me, I'm a stressor. Oh, the world is coming to an end. But what it does for me, and I'm still working at it, so I'm a work in progress, but what it definitely shows to me is how to put things into perspective. Because like I said, the way the lady taught it was, I know that dinner's in the refrigerator, but right now I'm focusing on this. Or I know, Tammy from work is getting on my last nerve, but right now I'm meditating. And so it kind of makes you be more aware of where like things should be at on a list of priorities, and it kind of brings you back to a center.
Mm-hmm. It might be a little bit difficult in the beginning, but the more you do it, the better you'll get at it. And before you know it, sometimes you can be sitting down meditating for 20, 30 minutes because, you're so used to that quietness and just listening. And just focusing on your breathing or the air outside you, the fan. Eric like to put his fan on. You just focus on that type of thing and let everything else go. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
I know something that I ain't hear nobody say. I go to the group, man, and if I'm upset, a lot of y'all bring me out of it.
Oh, most definitely.
I know it or not.
Yeah, that is a good one right there, bro.
So a lot of y'all do that for me. So,
Chris would do that, man. He'll put you in that book and he'll take you right out of it.
I can say that when I was in my phone one time and dumb man called me out of the blue, and I was like, oh shit, I'm not finna pick up. But I was like, nah, I'm finna pick up. And man had a good talk with me. I said, what the hell we talking about again?
They called you King just right on time, didn't he?
He did. He sure did.
But you know what? And what I've learned, and I don't know what it was that Chris said that day, but I was like, nah, I need to call him. And it's funny because I come from a perspective. Sometimes I don't have to call you and just, you need to do this, and I don't believe it. Sometimes all that person needs is just somebody to just talk and just get that stuff off their chest.
Listen to his post,
Yeah, and that's it. And you'd be surprised, and that's what I was going to say too, the next therapeutic part. I think sometimes we look for somebody. I don't want to be judged. I don't want to be, criticized. I don't want all of those other things. Sometimes I just want somebody to listen. And I think that helps out a lot too. Another thing, to piggyback off of what Christian is saying, journaling helps me a lot too. Just writing my thoughts down, or just saying, okay, well, you know what, I'm gonna talk about what happened today, and obviously I can't read it, but just being able to write, get that stuff on paper. I think in many ways that's therapeutic too.
I think that's difficult too. When you first, I guess most things when you first trying it out for the first time is going to be difficult. But I know putting my thoughts from pen to paper is a very difficult thing, and it's something I need to practice on and get better at.
You know what? I do that. I do it on my notes. Like I have notes of things that go through my head. I just put on the notes and let it read back to me. I have it stored in my phone, so I do all that on my notes.
Yeah, I think I may start doing that, Dre. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it is.
We
got all this time sitting at dialysis. Why not do it?
It's another thing what like Herb said with the cleaning. Well, when it comes to that cooking, it seems like when I'm in my friends, it's like my dishes be better. I'm talking about better. But then they say like, damn, I want to ask you this question. Because my Mexican friend Belinda said when they mad and they using spicy stuff, if they mad, their dish is going to be spicy because they mad. That's true?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's probably where they get fiery spice from.
But but that makes sense. I've always been told that people, and Christian, you could probably attest to this. I've always been told people who cook, like it's a difference between, okay, I'm gonna slap this bread on a piece of paper and put a piece of bologna and some cheese on it. But like people who cook, if they're actually like if their craft or their love is cooking, you can literally taste the love that they put into it.
It's funny that you say that, Dom, because when my mom cooks something, I love it. Like, damn, mom, you cooked it with love this time, huh?
Yeah, you can. It's all, and not to say like, there's a little bottle called love that you sprinkle in it. It's just you can just tell when somebody actually. It's not just I'm doing this
together,
to eat.
yeah,
Right.
together.
I'm actually doing this because this is what I love to do.
And Daniel, and when I just asked you that, my friend Daniel here in Memphis, his mama made this soup. And I'm talking about when I ate it, it was good. But then I was like, bro, why she make this junk so spicy? He was like, oh, my little sister don't have it. My mama mad. And I was like, so she seasoned it.
Yeah,
yeah.
You can try that.
No. You don't have my mouth burning.
I'm about to say, y'all know, dog, we ain't trying to mess with that dog.
Look, I just got finished telling them a story earlier about how my stomach and that red pepper that Daniel tried to get me with.
But hey, this cooking is another thing, that relieves stress. Cooking one.
For me, I think it's more like music and video games.
Yeah.
So let me ask about with video games. Now I've heard of people taking out their anger on video games. So
that's true.
Like, right.
I heard get a 50 kill streak.
Not a Call of Duty.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So like what when you play video games, Daniel, what does the video game do for you? Like how does it relax you, or what does it actually do for you?
Well, to me it's different because like the guys are saying, they're talking about shooting games. I'm talking more about Pokemon or Dragon Ball. Just playing the game and going through the levels, and it relaxes me.
When it comes to that Call of Duty, my God.
I think it's just because he likes the game, so that's his happy place.
I think
when it comes to that Call of Duty, cuz I don't want nothing but headshots. Cause when you get them headshots, I'm finna get good guns now.
Right.
I'm finna get the gold camo, the bacon camo. Come on with these headshots.
I get when people get mad over the game, but when you have to break the control, like, come on now.
No, I ain't breaking the thing.
John, when you call it rage quitting?
Rage quit, cuz.
Yeah, rage quit.
Yeah, I ain't breaking my
get me
controller.
started.
I ain't breaking
If you ask my sons, I have a history of breaking controllers. I mean, there's nothing to be sitting on the bed and the controller go flying across the room. It's nothing like that. And when they cost like $35, $40 a pop, that hurts.
I think right now they're like 40, 50 right now.
No, Xbox controllers like 60 and up.
That's just says something about me.
What I could do with $60?
Right, that's too much money to be spending to break another one. No.
I was going to say, go ahead, Bill.
I easily broke 100 controllers in my time.
Oh, easily. God.
You ask my sons, they'll tell you. They say,
I probably broke about one.
Don't play Call of Duty, Dad. We don't have no controllers. Don't play Call of Duty. Yo,
I think for me, I'm sorry, I keep doing it again.
Go ahead, I'm done, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, D.
For me, like I think Irv hit into it earlier. Put me in a happy spot because growing up before I lost my sight, I wanted to be the biggest football player ever. So when I played Madden, and which is why I rage quit sometime on Madden, because I actually put myself as if I'm actually, playing football. So I'll learn all the plays on offense and defense. Try to learn what the computer going to do or my user opponent going to do, and I sit there and get my dreams fulfilled by playing Madden. So that's why I rage quit. There's been many times I done turned out the game on the phone. Y'all just ain't here.
You know what, Denzel? I used to do that a lot. 2K?
Yep, 2K2, man. Yep.
They used to take me, like, I used to be real calm after I played it.
And then we had ESPN football. You can go in first person. Y'all really was playing football.
Yeah.
Y'all know what game I stopped playing online? Cause when the Miami Heat had LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh, if somebody came on that game with that team, I'm playing. I quit.
I am not playing. I'm talking.
Everybody I will play with them boy, like everybody, man. I like, I play.
Everybody.
Yep.
Hey, Bill.
Yo.
So what you said about you breaking your controller, you remind me of one of my friends, because I'm talking about when it came to playing his game, it was either the button that it was smushed in where you couldn't push down on it, or it was the stick and you gotta focus on it. I ain't tell you to go that way.
I used to hate going to somebody's house and they give you the broke up controller.
Bro, I'm talking about
they controller good and they beating you now, but you beating me because you got the good controller.
My controller's not reacting fast enough.
Right.
I hate playing Call of Duty now because everybody got these cheat codes, so you can't get a good game going on.
Call of Duty is real life now.
Not only that, but have you guys noticed that the new controllers, they're not really that good? Because I've never heard about Joy-Con drift, back in the PlayStation 1 or 2.
Mm-hmm.
That never happened.
These controllers now got extra buttons on the back now.
Really?
What?
Yeah. To play Call of Duty,
I think it's like R3
they got
L3, right?
I'm talking about. You know how you hold it with the humps at the bottom where your hand hold.
Yeah.
They got buttons in the middle of those right there. Now.
Oh wow!
But for people who play shooting games.
Yeah, I think it's called
that's the L3, R3.
R3, yeah.
And what those buttons do?
I don't know.
I saw your things.
I haven't played Call of Duty
or something like that.
All right, yo, we getting off point. We getting off Dre's.
no, I'm letting the
Drake, put up
conversation
your
flow,
line,
man.
Drake.
Yo, I'm letting the conversation flow, man. Y'all got a good conversation, bro.
Gotta put my belt back on. Come on now.
You come, Bill. Come what's up, Bill.
Not bad, Bill.
Yeah, but for me, I'm shocked that none of the guys, well, not all the guys, some guys, that you guys didn't say your kids. Like, my kids, calm me down, relax me whenever, I talk to them.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
That's true. Yeah,
If my cat would act right, he would calm me down.
Hey, yeah, I was like, look, I was in the show tell you, Dom, look, hey, man, don't talk to that cat like that, bro. That's why he ain't coming to you, bro.
Don't you? He got this thing now where you want to tap me in my face to remind me to feed him.
What do you mean? That's a smart cat.
It ain't just because he trying to tell you to feed him. He letting you know, where my rent, man?
That's all right. It's been plenty of days I went to sit all his stuff outside. And call Dre to come tell him to come pick him up. But I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic. I'm sorry.
Get your phone out.
But yeah, I had to bring up pets because Daniel brought up kids.
But
What about
as far as
those?
go to Earth Point? While I thought that, I also think that Cleveland, like you said, is therapeutic. Like, it takes nothing for me to do some dishes. I usually wake up in the morning like 6:30, and if dishes need to be done, I go in, I thoroughly clean the kitchen. I don't know why I do it.
Oh my God!
What was that?
The cat stepped on the damn remote control.
Hey,
Let me go on mute.
It's another thing. Like, something that I do to get me on my phone. Do y'all take yourself out to eat? Like, if y'all just go, you do that? Like, I ain't talking about no fast food. I'm talking about go to a restaurant. Sit down. Okay.
Yes, sir.
To be honest, Chris,
I do fast.
I do not like eating on the go. So I love sitting down and eating.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, sitting down.
Like, long before I lost my sight, I used to go to a restaurant and sit down by myself. Like, a lot of people be like, I ain't going to do that. But listen, I will go sit down and eat by myself because, one, my meal gonna be cheaper. And I ain't gotta worry about nobody else. Listen,
hey, bro, ain't nothing wrong with being cheap.
I get to go exactly where I going at. Where I want to go at.
Ain't nothing wrong with being cheap. But look, hey, it's Bill. If you
Let
want
me
to
ask this question: does anybody, and I know I do, have anxiety about going out by themselves? I know I do because I tried to go out this past weekend, do a little shopping, get my hair cut, and 5 minutes before my CCT's bus was supposed to come, I called and canceled them because I just had so much anxiety built up about going out. I mean, I go out now to dialysis, but I always have someone with me to walk me into dialysis. I never really venture out by myself. Does anybody else have that issue?
So I had it at first, and then once I did one time, and then the time after that, I got comfortable. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% clear of anxiety. I still get anxiety just walking around the corner. That's just, I'm pretty sure everybody get that nowadays. But yeah, every once in a while I flare up and I be like, nah, I don't want to go. But then once you fight through it and you do it, that wasn't so bad. It may have took an hour or two, but I got it done.
Yeah, that beginning of me being blind. Yeah, I was like, but now I'm talking about, boy, you can't stop me. I'm in another state. Up. Hello.
Yeah, I was like that a little bit. I'm still like that a little bit, but it's only when I'm from outside, when it's bright and I go inside and it's dark. That's when I'm like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
Gotta get some UV sunglasses, bro.
Cause it is just, the sun is just crazy. And then when I go into some place, I'm in there for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. When I'm leaving, I can see all the stuff I couldn't see on the way in. So that's when I basically like have anxiety. When I like even walking down the street and you know how trees shade certain areas, that kind of messes with me too. So I'll slow down just so I don't trip or run into something or something like that.
Yep, that's a contrast.
Am I the only one that stops? I stop when I come to the store. And the light is just like, everything get real dark. I kind of like stop and move out the way.
Yeah, I do it. I stop and be like, wait. Oh, there we go. Let's get it.
That's a lighting contrast problem. That means that you gotta take a minute to adjust.
It take more than a minute, but yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
For me, it takes way more than a minute.
Some sunglasses, bro. You gonna be good, man.
When you guys do that, do you guys ever get the feeling that somebody's following you guys?
Oh my god, yes I do.
I get that all the time.
Yeah,
I got eyes in my cane.
You know,
In
when
the
that happens to
bathroom.
me, right?
In my bedroom.
Hey, but what about if that happens because with the sense, not because we're blind, like sense other stuff, like spirits.
Yeah.
Don't freaking out, but I get paranoid and I'm like, hey, I remember one time I was like, I know you're there.
I know
You talk to him? You talk to spirits?
Why not?
I hear you, Daniel. I feel you on that one, bro.
Right, you're the paranoid like
that.
Hey, I have the moments where like them little black clouds that be coming in my eye. Sometimes those be scaring me when I be in the dark and they just pop up. But I know what it is. But I be like, bro, that better not be what I think it is.
Hey,
Yeah,
I feel you, though. I be like,
hey,
you stay
Chris,
over there?
Devil Gorgon, Chris.
I said it's a devil go get.
It's the bougie, man.
Devil go get.
Hey, listen, man. As long as they stay on that side, and I'll be over here. We good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Daniel, do the spirits answer you back when you talk to them?
Oh man.
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think if they are having a heart attack, I got it for you.
He said, no.
Right.
I know, right? He went along like, hold up, like,
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, but it's crazy when, not feeling, I don't like it, but I guess you kind of get used to it after a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't think you'll ever get used to that. Yeah. Go to jail point. I had anxiety at first, but like once you do it, like Denzel said, once or twice, it's not gonna completely go away. I don't know. People say they completely go away, but it's a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Cause a lot of times I go somewhere with my family, and they probably be in like, let's say they be in Walmart. I would come out of Walmart and walk to like the Dollar Tree on my own because it's just something that I want to do because they ain't gonna be around all the time. I gotta get used to it myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to a sneaker store, I go to a Dollar Tree, anywhere that I know I can go by myself.
Yeah, I think with that, I think I can go out. Even when I'm with people, I can walk on my own and do for myself. It's just the fact of leaving my apartment by myself, getting to the ride by myself, going to the shopping mall by myself. I know that when I get out, if I don't know where I'm at, it's on my own to find my way back. But at least if I'm with someone, I can always call out and they'll be there. So it's just me getting over the anxiety and then figuring it out for myself.
Hey, Ben, I'll tell you a story real quick. Like, I had to go to the hospital one day. Somewhere I ain't never been. I walked in by myself, got on the elevator. Anxiety kicked in. I'm like, yeah, I had to calm down, take a deep breath. I'm like, yo, I had training on this. So I just thought to myself, yo, remember what she taught me, feel for the numbers and all that. So I went through that whole thing, follow people. After it, to get back downstairs, I ain't gonna lie, I messed up. I went to the wrong floor. But I had to suck it up and go back in there and try again. I got to it. Yeah. I kind of felt good after it.
Yeah, I did the same thing, Drake, but when I went to the hospital I went to was the very same hospital I worked at for 15 years. So I knew the hospital very well. It wasn't until they had me go to a different hospital where I was just completely lost. I didn't know my way around anywhere, and nobody was with me. So, I guess I went through a little bit of a panic attack until someone came to help me. And unfortunately for that person, they had to stay with me my entire visit because I wasn't letting them go.
Where you gonna get over here?
I think the first time that I experienced anxiety is I probably was about, 19 or 20. And the new man that came out, and I was like, dang, my mother, she at work, my brother sleep, I'm gonna get it. I was a day one guy when I was younger. You got money to spend like that when you're younger. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just do it. You know what, I gotta do it anyway. Ain't nobody here, I'm gonna do it. So I got on the bus and whatnot. And I've done it many times in a row. I don't know what was the problem, but I guess because I was by myself. That's why I was so anxious. And went to the mall, got my little gang, came home. And I was like, where you was at? The mall. And she was like, oh, okay. And then ever since then, I'm everywhere now.
I think so.
I was scared, but it gets easier, man. That's the key to it. It gets easier.
And that's the point I was going to bring up. Even though we're talking about having anxiety, we have to push our way through it. Eventually, it'll get easier, and you'll be able to do it. So, if you are going through these type of things, just understand we're going through it too. I'm going through it too. So, as much as you push through it, I'm gonna push through it too, and I'm gonna come back with some success stories, and hopefully you will too.
Yeah, and that's the one thing. That's the beauty about having these, our group, the Blind Titans, and our sister groups, is that when you travel with someone or you travel to a place with a bunch of people, you are blind. You are blind. You depend on one another to watch out for one another. You pick up on certain things that they do, and you're like, oh, okay, this person can do this. I'm really not good at that. And I can do this, and he or she's not really good at that. So then you're actually combining the two pieces to make a whole. You're actually giving to one another. You're giving back to it. So you pick up on certain things from one another.
When we went on our trip to Atlanta, we all share little secrets. You can't do this. This is what I do. This is what I do. It's definitely a learning experience. We go to have fun, but it's definitely a learning experience.
Yep.
I ain't gonna give him the credit, but Dom showed me how to use your hearing instead of trying to focus on the little bit of sight I have. Try to use your hearing.
Yeah, them ears, boy, them odors.
Me? Hey,
that's what I said.
Hey, hold up, Dom. Let me go, bro. Dre, that's why, bro, whenever I go to a club or to a party, right? When the music's loud, I feel weird because then I depend on my hearing. I want to hear something if there's a fight going on, if something bad's gonna happen. You know what I mean? I'm it's crazy. Without my hearing,
yep. I can't take it, man. I can't take it. Sensory overload in a heartbeat.
I love all that foolishness. I want all the music blasted in my. I'm just kidding.
Forget that. I gotta go.
Hey, Dom, you want to go to that club that you wear headphones?
Oh, the quiet.
I think that is the stupidest thing I have ever heard in my childhood. So apparently, what I've been told is, y'all young whippersnappers now. They're called is it earbud parties or headphone parties? So what it is instead of so let's say Bill is hosting a party, right? So if Bill is the DJ, he doesn't play the music on his speakers. Let's say Bill and Christian are DJs, right? So they don't play the music on their speakers. What you do is that you they'll provide you with headphones, right? And so when you go into the party, let's say Bill's color is green and Christian's color is yellow. You pick the headphones that you want to listen to. So obviously, if you have yellow headphones, you're listening to Christian DJing, and if you have the green ones, you're listening to Bill DJ. And so you'll see people that are at this party with these different color headphones that are dancing with one another, but everybody's listening to different music. Or I know something else I've heard too. It's a lot of people who they'll go to a party and everybody will have their phones and they'll take their earbuds out and just listen to their own music. But they're supposed to be at the party with one another.
Hey, that would be crazy though. Like, go to a club, like me, Bill, with the music. Say if I'm playing turkey music and a girl walk up to a dude like, oh, I'm putting twerk on him, but Bill, playing R&B like. Wait, what you finna do? Dirty wine or you finna dance on me?
The one I've heard is different. I'm like, every headphone has the same, music.
Right. You see, with that one, and like I said, that's why I think, cause like the one that I said with Bill and Christian, I've heard that they do that a lot at cruise ships. And it's just, to me, and I've never been to it. This is just what I'm being told, so I could be wrong. But it just is weird to me to like for you to sit back and watch a sea of people with these different headphones on, dancing and interacting with one another, knowing that they're listening to different types of music. But and I don't know if that's what you're talking about, Daniel, but like I said, I know my youngest brother, he's been places or the parties where you just have your own earbuds, and it's like I said, instead of listening to the music being played on speakers, you listen to it on your own earbuds. So you'll see like lots of kids or whatever standing on the wall with their earbuds in their ear instead of dancing and interacting with one another.
No, that's a different one, but
you might as well stay at home.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like they look funny, dancing and you don't hear no music, like a quiet room.
I want to go to one of those though. I would love to. Like Christian said, I think it's a good concept. Different, the two types of music that is.
Who reading the comments?
Nobody.
Nah, I said the cat.
They read the comments.
Oh. What'd you say, Daniel? Oh.
y'all, one of y'all supposed to be reading the comments.
Hold up. Sorry, Shanice. What's up?
What up, Shanice?
What up, those who are joining and tuned in earlier?
Later.
I know, right?
We gotta hit all the viewers.
Yeah, we got caught up in the conversation, man.
Yeah, we really did. I ain't even lie, we did.
All right, I'm live.
What up, Miss Velma? What up, Angie? What up, Annabelle?
Whoever came from the link that I put on Facebook or TikTok or
Shanice said, we help each other figure things out.
Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Shanice because she helped me do that thermostat downstairs in Atlanta. Shout out. Shout out.
Yes, ma'am.
Look, and you know what? Before we get off this live, Bill. Yo. Look, we need to squad up, Bill, because I'm so sick and tired of them talking about us saying that we had it super hot in that place at Atlanta. What? They kept saying like, Dominic, it was so hot because Dominic and Bill was in there. It's too cold and it's so hot. I said, look, y'all gonna stop talking about me and Bill like that, okay?
It was hot as
Y'all see what y'all don't understand? We got these old bones.
That's right. That's right.
Bones.
That's because they like icicles hanging from their chin hairs and stuff like that while they sleep.
No, sir. I need to be comfortable.
Right.
Yeah, we didn't have no choice.
Right.
Y'all thermostat.
No, because we couldn't figure it out. That's why one night we been on the call and I asked Shanice if she could see the shit. So I put it on, I'm sure she showed me what to do, what she could see. And then I was, man, I could do it. But the whole time the dang on thermostat been off.
right.
So downstairs was really cold, but it was okay because upstairs was kind of warm. So,
Daniel make it seem like he sweat out of all his internal fluids.
I couldn't breathe, bro. I couldn't breathe, to be honest. I couldn't breathe.
I don't think it was that hot.
What are you talking about?
Now, to be honest.
Hey, hold up. Hey, Herb, with the door closed overnight, trust me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I got you. I'm about to say now, when I was upstairs, I didn't think it was that bad. But
No, not the living room. I mean, like in the room. Whenever
Okay, got you. Yeah, I can understand.
Bill,
I can understand that.
Bill, let's suck our teeth in unison at the end.
Wait till you get old. I don't want to hear no noise.
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault.
But yeah, like Shanice was saying, like I've noticed. I don't know if you guys remember that she says that when they go together. I think Vicky goes in the front and she's like next to her and they help each other to get around. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Shanice is y'all mama. I ain't gonna lie, good. Shanice is a mama when it comes to walking in public.
And hey, shout out to them. When are they going to the church?
Babies with her.
Wednesday, right?
Is it this Wednesday?
Yeah, shout out to the sisters. Going to their trip.
Shout out to Shotzi.
Taking shots.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Shot.
Like Jimmy said, only 2 hours of sleep.
Well, I guess we're out of time. Someone's backing up, so
That man said somebody bagging up, cuz.
they're
I
backing
don't know
up
about all
the
that, Denzel. I don't know about that, bro.
Yeah, I heard the wild low sound. Hey, come on, man.
Hey y'all, stop tripping. That's my continuous glucose monitor. And I can't go do what I need to do because I record on my phone.
Right.
We better talk every time you take care of your medicine.
Oh yeah, that's more important.
Medicine.
No, that ain't what it is.
How long we got, Dave?
All right, you guys are done. Like we're good. Anybody else?
Halftime show?
Will you say halftime show?
So,
No, I'm saying if you guys are like have anything else to say,
It's the fourth quarter.
Oh,
No, I'm good. I think we got it all.
Always spay new to your animals.
Yes.
don't know.
Had them spayed or neutered.
Excuse me.
Have them spayed or neutered.
No, I heard you. What you say, Dre? What you say, Dre?
I always say, but don't throw your cat. I mean, your animals against the wall.
Hey, he starts. Hey, he's.
Herb, cut the line, because I'm going to have to cut him out.
Dumb, you can say yo got it to him.
I'm going to have a whole lot more to say than just yo got it.
hey, Dom,
Yo got it.
Hey, Dom, go ahead and then Herb's gonna be like, beep.
I wish I could do that. Hey, if I figure out how to do that, y'all boy, TikTok's gonna be real crazy.
Right.
Hey, we get
Real talk. Do anybody got some inspiring words to say before we get off?
No matter what you're going through, continue to persevere, overcome, and conquer everything, man. Drake, do right and kill everything, man.
Yeah, if you deal with anxiety, afraid to go out, don't worry. It's going to get better. Just keep pushing, keep trying, keep putting your best foot forward. It is definitely going to get better.
Yep.
Bill for president.
In the words,
2024, Bill for president.
Bill for president.
Hey, yo, push through it, man. Yo, the storm be over with one day, so push through it.
That's all right. Cue the music. You finna push through this cussing. Come on.
Well, on that note,
That's right.
Well, Blind Titans, we're out.
Let me tell you something, Dre. You don't ever come out.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, bro.
He's still out, dog.
Let me think about yourself. You don't ever come at me about my cat.
Thanks for watching. Until next time, Blind Titans out.